Hey, what's up, guys? It's Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I share the Bible. That's business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. I'm a licensed esthetician and a skincare line creator, a beauty business owner, and operator. And so to find out more about me, you can go to the links in the description box. But guys, I wanted to do this video. This is in my series just talking about plastic surgery procedures, things that I have done, and things that I probably will never do and why. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about a procedure that I more than likely will never do. And I'm not even going to say more than likely, I will never do. And that is a Brazilian butt lift, or BBL as it's more commonly known. Now listen, BBLs have become so much more popular over the past several years. And there are definitely a number of reputable plastic surgeons that do these procedures and do them all the time. And there are people that have had great results by doing them. So when I say this, I'm not saying this to knock the procedure as something that no one should do. I'm more specifically speaking about myself as to what I probably would do or would not do, or I have done, and the reasons for them. So I'm talking about me as to why I would never get a Brazilian butt lift done. All right, so guys, you've seen a lot of stories. If you haven't, then I don't know what you're, missing in terms of the headlines that you're reading. But I have seen a number of stories about people who have tragically lost their lives getting these BBLs done. And I'm not even talking about the underground market, because those I wouldn't even consider BBLs. Those are just people that are getting illegal butt injections and people using Fix-A-Flat or silicone or whatever, and they're meeting in hotel rooms or just different places like that, and they're getting these people to pump them up for the sake of having a big round booty. And I just think that it's really sad that so many people have come to the place where they feel like that is such an important thing for them to focus on, that they would go those routes to possibly lose their lives and get that done. You've heard of celebrities like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj who've had illegal butt injections done. They're still around and is here to tell the story. Good for them. Now they can afford to get the real things done, and they have. But when your buttocks is like the main focus of your body, for me, I just feel that it's really ridiculous, because I'm going to tell you how I think about the butt. And this is one of the reasons why I would never get it done. The butt, it's used to sit on a chair and on a toilet. When people make that the main focus of their body, your backside, then I think that there's something that is, I'm not going to say that they have mental issues, but there's something else in terms of the mindset that is off, that they need to start thinking in a different way. Because we've come to the point now where a lot of people, when they take pictures, their focus is on the butt, where they want to make sure that that is in focus. And that's why some people got to the point where they had these procedures done, they wanted to be able to stand from the front and have the sides rounded out in the front. And unless you naturally have that, which not a lot of people do, that's not normal. It's not normal. Now, the BBL procedures are one of the highest risks procedures for plastic surgeons to do, because it is fat transfer. So they're having to do lipo from different areas of the body. A lot of people have it done from their belly. Some people have back fat that they can, have pulled from. And the doctors are plumping that into particular areas of the buttocks, making sure that they're being careful with different veins and blood vessels and things like that, so that they're not causing a blood clot or just other things that can happen while that is being done. And they're really making those movements, so they have to be extremely careful when they are doing that. And even though some people see lipo is not a serious thing, even getting lipo is serious. So ultimately, a BBL is not just one procedure. It's multiple procedures. So you're coupling this one procedure with other things that they have to do in order to do the one procedure. So essentially, it's not one procedure. It is multiple procedures when you're getting a BBL done. When it's done, it typically can cost anywhere from, some surgeons are charging $18,000, $10,000 to $18,000 to $25,000. Some may even charge more, especially if they are that good at doing it. They really, really know their stuff, and they are that busy. The higher the demand, the more knowledge and skill they have, the more they're going to be charging. And I get it. I understand that. But here's the thing. For someone like me, my size, getting a BBL is not recommended because, again, you have to do a fat transfer. So they're having to do lipo from one area or multiple areas of your body in order to inject that fat into the buttocks area so that you can have that plumper booty. I have never wanted to have that done, but I'm just speaking. If that were something that someone my size, I should say, not even I, but if someone my size were considering that, there's really not much fat for them to pull from in order to transfer the fat back there. So someone my size wouldn't even really be a good candidate for getting a BBL. So I would say that would be one of the reasons why I would never get it done, because I'm 44 years old. I don't see myself getting much larger in the next 10 years, 20 years, but I would not be getting a BBL at 54 or definitely at 64. I'm 44 right now. Okay. So those are some of the reasons why I would never get a BBL. And two, even though I am a smaller, petite person in size, I have inherited specific things from my parents. I've spoken about this in my video when I talked about getting my rhinoplasty procedure done in 2010. One of the reasons why I did the rhinoplasty was because I inherited my dad's nose, which is huge. I'm a small frame person. I have a small face, small head. So having this really, really big nose on this small face, it just did not fit. It didn't fit me. And I wanted to look proportionate. I have the short stature. I'm short in height like my mom. My mom is short. She's actually a little shorter than I am. Okay. And she's also a little bit, I don't want to say a little bit, but she is larger in size than I am. She's not fat, but she's just definitely got more weight on her than I do. But she's got the bigger boobs, the big hips, the bigger booty, bigger thighs and calves. I gained the curves from my mom. I got the short height from my mom, and I got the curves from my mom. So I've always had bigger breasts, and I've had, for my size, hips and a booty. So just, I'll show you in some pictures and just showing you guys here, like, I'm good with what I got. Like, I don't want to have a butt that's out to there and hips that are coming out here. I'm good with the booty that I got. So getting a BBL, like, as you see, I don't need that. I naturally have that, and my butt, it sags a little bit, so it's not perfect, but I don't need to have a BBL so that I can say, well, you know what, right now my butt's right here, but I would like it to be out there. I would look ridiculous if I had like this big old booty on this small frame. It just wouldn't look proportionate. What I have right now, it's proportionate to my size. So having extra added back there for the sake of having it seen more, I don't want my butt to be the focus. So I wouldn't do that procedure, because I feel, especially with the way some are done, it has made people's butts the focus of everything. You remember the singer K. Michelle? She had a lot of underground illegal stuff done to her body, and then she's had some stuff that she paid for as well. but her butt was so huge. It just like that was all you really saw of her was her butt. I don't think that people really take that into consideration when they go for these BBLs. Just not a fan of a lot of the work that I have seen done on people, and I just don't want to have what's behind me be the focus. You're used to seeing people with flat chests, you're used to seeing people with big chests, you're used to seeing people with regular size chests. They come in all different sizes. So do booties. Some people, they've had more curves, some people have maybe a little bit more flat. I get that. But if someone has had a really flat butt and then they go from flat to a big old round thing, that looks so obvious. And so, yeah, you could do some things in the gym. You could do some crunches and you can do some different things that are going to help to tone you up. And a lot of it can be done in the gym, but you have to have the patience and the tolerance to work towards that. But going under the knife to have that as the main focal point of my body, and that wouldn't even look proportionate on me, because what I have right now, it definitely works for my size, and I'm good with that. And you can see, you know, from pictures as well, like that hasn't been an issue for me. But I would never allow anyone to make me feel like I needed to get that done because they felt like my butt was too small. Because once you get of a certain age, if you do that, then what do? These procedures, even though they've been around for some time, so many people have been getting them done where it's newer for them. I don't know what that's going to be like in 10 to 15, 20 years. With breast implants, the knowledge had been for years that once it's been 10 years, you need to get your implants removed and replaced. And the technology has changed so much that that isn't the standard anymore. But when it comes to Brazilian butt lifts, they're injecting fat into that area. So how long is that going to be that way? Will you have to get another fat transfer done in 10 to 20 years? We don't know yet. So I just feel that for me, a Brazilian butt lift is not something that I myself would risk getting done. But I'm not knocking anyone who wants to do it, who has done it, or who even may have done it and it didn't work out for them and now they're trying to get it right, because you don't know what you don't know. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people who have had bad experiences and bad situations. Some people have had the fat die and they had to have reconstruction done to their butt. Some people unfortunately have lost their lives. I just saw a story recently where someone lost their life, and this woman was a grandmother. Very, very sad story. So guys, I just wanted to talk about that. I'm no expert when it comes to Brazilian butt lifts, so I'm not here to discourage anyone from doing it. I'm just simply talking about reasons why I decided that that's something that I would never do, even though I have had other things done before. I did them for reasons that I felt were sufficient for me, and that, when it comes to the BBL, is just not something that I'm willing to risk and consider. And I just feel that it's not a necessary thing for me because I'm good with what I got. And it ain't perfect, but it fits me to a T. So I'm fine with that. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. And like this video while you are here. So guys, I am Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I share the Bible. That's business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So until the next time, I hope you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.